Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, and these are your readings for mid-month of February 2020, general and love readings. Just letting you know that Mercury is turning retrograde on the 16th of February. Will be retrograde for about 3 weeks, so it is a time of logistics not working well, things breaking down, situations from the past, people coming back from the past. It's a time, of course, of turning inwards, redirecting our energy, not moving forward, but actually taking the time out to work on things and relationships that are coming back for either figuring out and clearing, or figuring out and continuing. So fixing problems of the past. So therefore, just know that it's not the time to sign on those dotted lines. It's a time of not starting new things, but working on old things. Also, I do hope that you like the art the video starts with. It does show the Piscean energy, which has been done by Maria, and her YouTube channel is Art with Maria. She is also on Instagram, so I will put the links in the description box below for those of you that are interested in what she does. She's an amazing artist, very creative. She's done a lot that I've featured in past videos, so if you're interested in seeing her work, please follow the links in the description box below. Now, why she did the Piscean painting for now is that we're having a new moon in the sign of Pisces on the 23rd of March, and that's why. So also I'd like to mention that it's still the time of Aquarius, so happy birthday to all you Aquarians, the late Aquarians. And it's also the time of Pisces after Aquarius, so happy birthday to the people who have their birthday at the beginning of the sign. Right, okay, let's get on to the videos. Again, thank you so much. Oh, one very important thing that I almost missed. For those of you that are interested in getting a reading from me, I am having trouble with my website and the form that needs to be filled out. So for those of you that have been trying to contact me through my website, which is divinedebut11.com, I haven't been getting the messages. So you can still go and purchase a reading there, but please write to me, email me at divinedebut11@gmail.com. I will put, again, my email in the description box below. All the information is there, also the cards that I'm using. I'd also like to wish you all a happy Valentine's. Hope that this time for you is a very very emotional and very strong in connection for all of you, romantically and even emotionally, getting closer to the person that you love. It is a big birthday, let's say, of love and connection. So happy Valentine's. Hope that your wishes all come true at this time and for the rest of February. Hello, dear Sagittarius. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is your mid-month of February 2020 general and love reading. Today is actually the 15th of February. Thank you for your patience. Hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day yesterday, and let's look at your love situation with the Lover's Path Tarot. We are tomorrow on the 16th starting a Mercury retrograde. So situations, people, and matters of the past come back. They come back for refocusing, redoing, rehashing. Let's see what's happening for you in your love life. Sagittarius, blessed spirit, what's happening for Sag and their love life? We've got the Three of Arrows, Three of Swords. Wow. Heartbreak of the past, we've got the Three of Coins. Three of Coins is way different to the Three of Swords. Let's take one more card, and we've got the Contemplation card, which is the Hermit. So some of you are still looking for the answers in love, I could see here, dear Sagittarius. Three of Coins can be, and Three of Swords, three people in a situation. I'm going to take straight away a card on that Contemplation, which is the Hermit card. Some of you may be dealing with a Virgo. Okay, I would say that the heartbreak is in the past. Now there is some sort of an expansion trying to open up here, expansion and growth. Others of you have just thrown yourselves into work. You have become the Hermit. You've become spiritually enlightened. You are going through a spiritual growth. Some of you may have been hurt by an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, heartbroken. Let's look at this Virgo card, the Hermit. And we've got the Eight of Wands, which can speak of love messages or quick action being taken. This could also speak of flight travel. Let's continue, dear Sagittarius. Let's see. Let's see what else you're dealing with. Sagittarius, we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Lovers, which is Gemini. Major Arcana, a decision. We have the Page of Swords. We've got a couple of pages here. We have the Fool, which is the Aries card. And we have the Six of Pentacles, which is also Libra for me. Okay, let's go into the Mystic Moon Oracles and see what else is going on for you and in your love life. I may need to take more cards. Please, Spirit, show me Sagittarius. Mid-month of February, Sagittarius. We have Divine Feminine. We have Contemplation twice. A lot of you are taking time out, obviously. And we've got Awakening. Well, that proves everything. That is not something surprising for me. Let's just make a bit more room here so you could see the cards. So I feel here what it's saying is that, dear Sagittarius, if you are masculine, then I feel as though you are going through your awakening for most of you, because the Divine Feminine here, if you are in a relationship with a feminine energy, they're already awakened. That's what I see. There is a lot of contemplation, though. Someone is trying to see the light. Someone is trying to connect to spirit here. Someone is looking for answers. Doesn't have to necessarily be that if you are the masculine, you're the only one going through the awakening. The awakening could be happening on both sides if this is a relationship. But what I see here with the Three of Swords, as I said before, I feel that a lot of you could be in a love triangle, but others of you, you've thrown yourself into work. Okay, maybe you are creating something and you're ready to show it to the world, because the Hermit is a number 9. Okay, there's a lot of thought. Now, if we're talking about love, a lot of thought, a lot of soul searching before we communicate that. And I feel as though you're the one that's going to be communicating. You will be coming out of your cave, let's say, because the energies, the pace is picking up with the Eight of Wands. These are love messages. These are communication, and they can also be, as I said, flight travel. Now here we've got 2 pages. So we're talking about, yes, communication. The Page of Pentacles could be concerning anything that is real, tangible, and concerns money. Now, this could be, yes, I have already mentioned Virgo. So this could be a message from a Virgo. If you are dealing with a Virgo, dear Sagittarius, these could be messages to and fro. Now, you could be dealing with a Virgo that works behind the scenes, that does a lot of research, okay? Nevertheless, this is a message coming through. Whatever this message is, it promises that those 2 cups are still standing. So 2s always speak of balance. Yes, this is a 5, so it's an imbalance, but it does bring in change. We've got the Lovers here, which is a 6. So we go from a 5 to a 6. Yes, there is some sort of strong connection here. This is a divine union, but this is also a card of balance. Now we've got 5 and 6, so the imbalance helps to balance out. We've also got the Lovers is Gemini. So the Gemini card does speak to me about Mercury, and Mercury is retrograde. So the Lovers is a head over heart decision. Some of you are just going into your cave trying to make a decision. You're searching the internet. You're doing your homework. You're looking at the details, doing the Virgo thing. Maybe trying to make a decision on a love relationship. Others of you are dealing with 2 people. You could have a choice between 2. Now, we've got Page of Pentacles here, and we've got Page of Swords. So you may be dealing with an earth sign or another air sign, because we've got the 3 of Swords there as well. These could be communications and calls or messages. As I said, one through an earth sign, which could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and we've also got the Page of Swords, which could be Aquarius, Gemini mainly, or Libra. Okay, Page of Swords can be a message of truth. The Page of Pentacles wants stability. They want something real. They don't want airy-fairy, which is the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords could also be a spy, could also be a student. Page of Swords does speak of clarity. It could also speak of severing ties, messages that bring in a successful new beginning, but also could be severing ties with something to do with your perception, your intellect, your intelligence, your knowledge. So severing ties with a past karmic cycle. And why I'm saying that is that we've got the card of the Fool, which is Aries, and Aries is Martian, very driven, very passionate about new beginnings. Now, I can see that you do have choices, and you may also be confused. First piece of advice is don't make up your mind now. Don't begin something new. We've got Mercury retrograde. But in given time, and after you've done your, you've studied, you've become the philosopher, which is Sagittarian energy. That's where I see the similarities of Virgo, which is someone who connects to the divine. They look into their lantern, they take the time out, they're studying, they become the teacher, and therefore you are becoming the very knowledgeable one, the teacher, and you are looking towards a healthy and more balanced give and take, whether this is a love relationship, a business relationship, or even family. Here we've got equal giving and receiving. The scales balance out here. So you've got 2 6s here. Now 2 6s do equal a 12. It does speak of the hanging man, which is Neptune. And Neptune can be quite confusing. We do have the sun still in Aquarius, ready to move into Pisces. It will be touching on Neptune. That could be expanding the confusion, because the sun, of course, it's clarity. and it can be bringing in clarity after confusion. But it can also speak of a divine union being shown to you. Why? Because the sun is the heart and Neptune can be the divine love. So it's a very auspicious, I would say, conjunction which is coming up. But it can also be Neptune, as I said, it can be the rose-colored glasses. And with the Six of Pentacles here, I would say that you are looking for more giving and receiving. As I said, the Hanging Man also takes time. Do not rush into anything. If you've been in a situation where you've sacrificed so much and you did not get the fulfillment because you are one step before the Wheel of Fortune, which is change. Change is in front of you. I feel that. Why? Because again, the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. It's your energy. And dear Sagittarius, Jupiter is actually transiting through Capricorn. So it is expanding on those difficult energies. It's not easy for Jupiter, but Jupiter is one of the biggest planets. So therefore, it's that stardust. You are going through the lessons, the transformation, but you are also grounding a situation. You are also stabilizing something. And let's not forget that Jupiter can speak of spirituality. So you are going through a lot of awakening here. Now, the divine feminine is a receptive energy. So receptive is acceptance. It's empathic. So for a lot of you that are very used to taking action, you are fire. This divine feminine is saying that you need to calm yourself, take time out to contemplate, spend time with yourself, connect to the divine. You are going through awakening here, and that is a big deal. Okay. I'd like to take a card on the awakening card here. And we've got the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is you putting in that effort. It looks as though you are very busy. I would say that you're halfway awakened with the Four of Pentacles because he's stepping on the Two of Pentacles, which is a decision that's already been made. And things are still up in the air with those Two Pentacles. So he's halfway home concerning the awakening. Now, some of you may be awakening to a very committed and very important relationship here that you may have been at a stalemate. Why? Because the Four of Pentacles can speak of no movement. Something is not happening in the traditional tarot. Here there is movement and there is a decision that's being made. So things are still up in the air, but you are working towards that, I would say here. So a lot of you could be awakening to wanting a commitment, wanting to commit to a relationship, something that could be bringing you more security and stability here. Now, I'd like to say that the Four of Pentacles for me is Taurus, and Taurus, it does speak of self-worth, values, and anything that we love. So some of you may be also trying to balance out your finances. You, because you've got the Four of Pentacles and the Six here. For those of you that are dealing with a past relationship, let's say that you've been heartbroken in the past, you're leaving a committed partnership or relationship and moving into something that you have awakened to. This could be an awakening of a spiritual connection as well. So if you are, for those of you that are leaving the past, in the past because of the Five, we've got the Three of Cups that are spilt here. So that means don't focus on the past. And the Six of Pentacles can also speak of legalities. If you are trying to Ten of Pentacles could mean either a family situation that has been split. Let's take another card on this Six of Pentacles. Maybe if you are paying money out, that's why you're juggling your finances, and this was quite an awakening for you. The difficulties always help us to connect to spirit. We're looking for answers. We're keeping our, we're being keeping the faith. And I was going to say being faithful to our awakening, to our spiritual calling. And that's where the maturation process happens especially with Saturn, Pluto in Capricorn. Let's take another card on this Five of Cups. And we've got the Eight of Swords. So yes, there was worry. There was also imprisonment, fear of leaving the past and looking into the future, fear of taking that leap of faith because of past pain, because of a heartbreak here. Let's take another card. And we've got the Five of Swords. So some of you, yes, are still dealing with the past. You're conflicted. You're conflicted and not able to make a decision. That's why things are still up in the air, and it's going to take time for you. For some of you, it's going to take longer than others, but I do see a cycle here. Now, the Fool can also speak of you've been taken for a ride, you've been taken for a fool, that you've been very generous. And you're still soul searching. You haven't come out of that cave yet. We've got another five here. Five of Swords can speak of a love triangle. Let's take another card. And then we've got the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is a water sign. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, some of you may also be on the cusp with Scorpio. I would say more than likely. With this card, it's saying trust your intuition. You've got the empathic side, the spiritual side that you need to trust. Okay, and I would say that for those of you that are starting a brand new journey, a brand new cycle where love is concerned, Queen of Cups could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It can be someone that is very spiritual. And as I said, we've also got Virgo here. Gemini would be the past relationship, I would say, more than likely. Let's take a couple of Sibillas, dear Sagittarius. I want to look at these swords. 8 of Swords and 5, that's 13. So that means transformation, no doubt. Let's take 3 Sibillas on that. We've got Ace of Cups here, which is a pleasant conversation around a table. The Ace of Cups that the Queen of Cups is holding is more than likely some sort of a conversation that you're going to be having with a very empathic partner. For most of you, I do believe that this is your partner. We've also got Consolante Sorpresa, so something unexpected coming through a conversation. Let's not forget that we've got the Two of Cups that's in the background here. Now, this could also speak of success, and suddenly something is coming through unexpectedly. And we've got L'Amante, which is the Knight in Shining Armor. This is the offer that's coming through. This is very good karma with the L'Amante, okay, with this 11 here. But I believe that because we've got a 12 here, it's going to take a little bit of time. You're still doing your homework. Now, again, as I said, the karmic wheel of fortune turns when it is time for it to turn. It's the karmic wheel that brings in the blessings at the right time. That's what Saturn is all about. As I said, you are halfway home. The awakening is not an easy process, and it takes time. Let's look at this Queen of Cups. We have La Matrice, which there we go. We've got the Pisces. It's the 12, like the Hanging Man. But this Queen of Cups could also have fire in her chart, hers or his. It's not gender specific, but this is something very precious. This is something very precious. The cup that she's holding in her hand is something that is very important to her. We've also got the casa, the home, the stability. This is the Two of Cups, which is also a connection. Yes, a connection, an agreement, even if this is business. She is a very empathic, very intuitive queen who has also got fire in her chart, and therefore, yes, she may have sacrificed a lot, but she's also willing to wait for the right timing. She knows that she will be stable in a committed partnership or relationship that is a soulmate connection. And here we've got the Ace of Swords, and I believe that here this could also mean a successful new beginning, but she also may need to sever ties with her past. Okay, or this could also mean that the door that you are closing on the past is leaving someone very unhappy, dear Sagittarius. Let's take another card. And this is the Vecchia Signora, which is, this is a visitor. This is also a situation that has matured and ripened, and it's decision time to do with the Three of Swords and the past. So it's as though the past is coming back for clearing, for communicating and for clearing. Now the Vecchia Signora could also be someone like the Hermit, someone who is very spiritual, very knowledgeable. Let's take one more. We have the Falsita. And the Falsita is distrust. The Falsita is also the Four of Pentacles. So someone is still holding on to a situation of the past. Someone is still someone does not believe. They don't believe that the past could be coming in to haunt them. And I feel there is a bit of past here. The past, and when I talk about the past, it's more than likely it's quite a karmic past that is coming back for one last lesson, I would say, more than likely. And we've got a saying in Greek that says, close to the how can I say it? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take one more of the love cards, the Lover's Path Tarot. I'd like to look at the Hermit and what comes through after that, and I will end this reading here. Just a bit more clarity on what comes after the Hermit in love for Sagittarius. And we've got the Eight of Staves again, the Eight of Wands. So yes, this is quick movement, quick change, and this could be quick messages through the internet where love is concerned. Lots of messages, maybe even messages that are hidden from the world, if you get what I mean. All right, dear Sagittarius, beautiful. What I'd like to say is that the Eight of Staves, Eight of Wands, can also mean world travel. So you may be hoping to travel. This is the Fool here that is wanting to go on a journey. This could be social media. So you're dealing with someone that you're connecting to on social media, and that's why with the communication cards here, the perception, please take care. As I said, Mercury retrograde is here. So these messages are going to come in really quickly. Just make sure that you take your time. That is very, very important to remember at this time. So sending you lots of love, lots of light. Hope that this was of help. Thank you so much for all that you do. Stay well. See you soon.